Hi, everybody, and welcome to Chat with Kat. It is day 2 of Disability Pride Month, and I just had a very interesting conversation with a friend of mine who was expressing how she loves the videos that I've been making where I explain about what it's like to live with a disability. And I asked her, is there anything that you want to learn as a person that does not have one? And she brought up a really interesting topic of how your friends can be more mindful on a sociological and psychological level. And I'm going to tell you guys a little story. So, you all know the magical tree story. I've said it in many of my videos where my mom explained to me what my disability was and explained to me that I could still do anything else I put my mind to other than the physical stuff. So that kind of shaped me in a way where I was like, oh, the whole world's going to accept me, right? That wasn't the case. When I started my journey into public school, I was the only person with a disability, and I faced a lot of bullying and a lot of ostracizing from my classmates. And it took me a really long time to understand that it wasn't their fault because they were not educated. At the time, there were no books about disability other than Joni, which I've also mentioned many times, is a favorite book of mine. And there maybe was like one or two movies, like Children of a Lesser God, and that wasn't for children. So they weren't exposed to disability. And so they didn't know how to relate to me. And to top it off, their parents didn't talk to them about it. Their parents actually instilled in them that I was a liability to be around. That's why I wasn't invited to many birthday parties or class trips. That was the narrative that these kids were being fed. And I'm so happy to know that now in today's society, my nephew, who's about to be 4 years old, has so many books that my sister and my brother in law read to him that have characters with disabilities. So, all this to say that if you want to relate to a friend of yours that has a disability, go out and educate yourself. There are books that you can get to read. There are movies out now like Coda, and there's another one about a basketball team. I forgot what it's called. And there's so many great resources now that you can educate yourself on what it's like to live with a disability and realize that we're just people. We're just like you. We want the same exact things. We want friendship. We want love. We want acceptance. We want, freedom to come and go. That's really all that it is if you aren't exposed to people with disabilities, then and maybe you then run across someone that is, it's and you don't know how to treat them, educate yourself first. And then you'll just realize that there's not much of a difference between us. So that is really what I wanted to say to all of you today. And I hope that my friend Debbie, who is watching this, can learn that, that was a really thought provoking question for me because it really had me dig deep of like all the different avenues that I've gone through as far as making friends goes, as I mentioned, when I was little, it was very difficult because there was, that wall between me and my classmates. Then as I got older, I had to navigate who was a true friend and who was just trying to maybe take advantage of my kindness and maybe saw it as a weakness at the time. So that was kind of what I had to do, and as far as a psychological and sociological experiment in my own life, with making friends, was just trying to really weed out who the true people were and who maybe had some sort of hidden agenda behind them interacting with me. Um, what else do I want to say? And another big thing that helped me was educating myself about my disability and being able to have enough confidence when I meet someone to be like, do you want to know what happened? You can ask me anything. And just being comfortable with having that conversation with the people that I meet. So yeah, that's definitely. Oh, I see that my friend Marlon's on. Hi, Marlon. Talk about friendship. That is class act right there, Marlon Woodrow. He's a great friend of mine, so thank you for joining me today. Oh, he sent me a little bear. Thank you. So yeah, that's really all that it is. And that I try to teach people is that inclusion is for everyone. We all need to feel accepted and feel included in society. And once we stop labeling people of like, this person has a disability, this person is of another race, this person, that's when we'll see what's really inside a person. And that's when you can be friends. So that's my little PSA. And again, I hope I answered Debbie's question. And I hope you guys have a great day. Bye. Mwah.